Going live. Yes. Hello, everybody. We are going live. What is up? Welcome to the sleepover. It is Wednesday night. I'm wearing this t-shirt that says shop small that I bought during one of my drunk shopping sprees recently.
That should be a theme. We should just have drunk shopping spree share time at the beginning of each week.
It's amazing.
I also found a shirt on TeePublic that said, it said nasty things about a company that I used to work for and hated. So I bought that one, but I'm not going to wear it on a stream because I think I signed some kind of form that said I wasn't supposed to do that or something. I don't know.
Yes, some kind of NDA.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. So I'm just going to wear it in my house. Awesome. Welcome everyone to the stream. Tonight I am going to be working on the workbook to go with Savvy Business Owner. My desk is a mess. Everything in my house is a mess right now.
Everything's a mess.
Well, it's right over here, like all the stuff you can't see, like right over here.
All the stuff you can't see. Exactly.
Right over here is where I'm doing my Forever Home Friends product photo shoots right now. So I've got my photography backdrop up. I've got my lighting over here. I've got my 18-inch doll scale furniture that I built the other day with all my copies. And that over here is like all the stuff all the boxes that I haven't put away yet. So everything's a mess. But yeah. Oh, Doll's here. Hey, Doll.
Hey.
Hi.
So glad that you're joining us. Oh my gosh.
I am so happy too. I was replying to a comment on one of my latest videos, and then I saw the clock, and I was like, "Oh, for goodness sake! I was going to join the stream. Come on!"
Y'all, so I got the longest comment.
You did?
On the planet on my last live stream with Tammy.
Was it good?
It was good. It was really good. It was like he watched the whole stream, and it was like over an hour, and he was like giving his opinions on each topic we talked about. But y'all, when I first saw it, I was like, oh my God, like this is like a disservice.
Someone wrote me a novel.
but when I read it, I was like, wow, I agree with a lot of what you said. This is a great comment. But like initially, when you see how much it is, it was like, oh God. So he won my whole channel, longest comment ever. Anyone wants to try and take that cake, I will read the whole thing.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah. I'm considering that I'm going to start streaming on Twitch.
Oh, Twitch!
Yeah?
I've heard good things about Twitch.
And
I just
got issues, but so does YouTube. So, and a lot of our author tubers are kind of like starting to, because Twitch is designed for live streams. So, like a lot of our live streamers are hopping over there just because the analytics are better.
Oh, is that true?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and also
sorry. Go ahead.
No, I mean, I no longer feel. There were some people in my particular streams. Yeah, I'm moving to Twitch. They are not on Twitch.
Oh, like there were like nasty people showing up at your streams?
I wouldn't say nasty.
Just okay, people you don't want to deal with. I get it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to stream more. I'm doing I'm gonna, because the other night, Monday night, I did a stream while cooking dinner and people liked it. So I'm gonna start doing some more streams while cooking dinner. And tomorrow morning I'm gonna do a stream. I'm just gonna like live stream. I have this stream every week, and then I have my Sunday stream with RK where we do Cancel Sean Boston, and then I'm just gonna on top of that just kind of like stream whenever I feel like it. So I'm gonna stream tomorrow morning.
Kind of what I started doing in April, and I dig it.
Because I've come up with some topics that I want to talk about, but like I already have like 2 main like research and edited videos that I do every week. But then sometimes I just like want to rant about a topic or just like want to yell about things. So I'm like, if I do that while cooking, people seem to like that. And I won't motivate myself to cook unless I can like monetize it or something. Because that's just the kind of workaholic that I am. So I get it. So that's what I'm going to do.
So can I say how excited I am for your workbook, your Savvy Business? Like I am so excited. So I tend to buy like workbooks and things I can actually like write in more than I buy paper books nowadays, because I'm trying to go zero waste as much as possible in my house. So I'm really excited for that, because I'm like, oh, it's a workbook, so I can write my stuff in it, and like can have it, like that's a splurge that I can do and like have in my house instead of just on like a Kindle. So
well, I don't know, like I like the idea of it being like an ebook so that I can print it out and write on it that way, because I have all of these like workbooks that are blank because I don't want to write in them. I need it because I write so many books. Like,
well, lucky for all of you, it's going to be in every format. It'll be available in ebook if you want to print it out. It'll be available in paperback if you want to write on the pages directly. And I'm also doing for like people who are $5 on my Patreon, I'm just sending it to them. Like,
that's cool.
If you're on my Patreon and you're in the comments, like, you don't have to pay for this. I'm just going to give it to you in March, I think. So,
I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy it, and then I'm going to like use it, and then I'm going to do like a review on YouTube.
Oh, yes. Do a review.
I think I'm going to do that.
Yes, I would love that so much. All right, y'all, we're going to take a look at the comments real quick, but before we start our sprints, like we've been talking about tonight, I am going to be working on the Savvy Business Owner workbook because it's taken a little while. I want to make sure that everything is clear. It kind of goes along with the book, but you know. Anyway, Kat Benson was the first one to arrive today, ready to get some work done. I love it. Carrie is second. Need to knock out this chapter tonight, 2 more tomorrow, and then I can print and set aside to move on with the series. Awesome. You're going to do it. Abby's here. Hey, y'all, finally working on developmentals for my nano project. Yes, that is so fun. I'm so excited. Carrie says, got my water refilled and some cherry. Oh, dude, I wish I had cherry Pepsi. That would be so good right now.
Man, cherry Pepsi is the best.
I love cherry Pepsi. Regina's here. Hello, Regina.
Hi, Regina.
So is Mary saying, watching from my bedroom TV.
Oh my God. I'm always so like, God, I needed to dress up more. When people say they're watching from their TVs, I'm like, I'm on TV.
This is a sleepover. You're supposed to come as if you're going to go to sleep. Like, you're fine. Debbie's here. Hello, Debbie. And so is Pink as a Fling Mango.
Hey, Pink as a Fling Mango just left me a comment in one of my journal entries, and I was like, hey, how good to see you.
That's awesome.
And that Otter app, right?
Oh, yeah, dude. I'm not going to use the Otter app at first tonight because I'm working on the workbook, and it won't really work for the workbook because that's like 90% just formatting.
But so if you're outlining.
Yeah, but when I'm outlining more of this Halloween romance, I am going to do that in the Otter app. I hope everyone likes my...
How is the Otter app going?
I like the Otter app for outlining because I can just ramble like... So the story's going to be like this, and then this event happens, and then maybe this thing can happen after that. I could just like ramble. But when I don't have a clear outline, I am not good at talking into the app and trying to free write into it because I ramble too much and it ends up looking like a mess. So I am enjoying it for outlining. My what is it? Oh, sorry, camera. Outlining my lesbian marching band and cheerleader Halloween romance.
That is amazing.
I love that so much.
So that's going to be the first
Those are all my
favorite things. It's going to be the first of my holiday romance.
Cheerleaders, music, Halloween.
And then we're going to have, like, for the Christmas one, it's going to be, like, 2 guys playing in a church Christian rock band or something for Christmas time. And then the third one is going to be a man and a woman who are rival brewery owners in the same town.
Oh, I love that too.
Yeah, so those are
brew the better beer.
Those are my 3 holiday romances that I'm currently outlining.
I love it so much.
Yeah, I set one of them in a church just for Ben Shapiro. Lindsay's here. Hello, I'm drinking tea and working on art for a client that includes a pooping cow. Yay, pooping cow. Steven's here. Hello, Steven.
Hi, Steven.
Ruby Writers got my AuthorTube sleepover shirt. Okay, dude, I put on my AuthorTube sleepover shirt this morning, intending to wear it to the sleepover tonight, and then I didn't remember to shower until 4 p.m., so the shirt wasn't clean anymore by that point. That's what happens.
I keep forgetting about my jammies. I got them just for this thing. Like,
I want to put the shorts back on, but it's really cold here, so I'm going to wait until it's not. We've been having snowstorms.
You look very comfortable today, Savvy. You look very warm in your sleeves.
I am.
Very snuggly. Like, you look like I could just snuggle your face.
My mom got me this sweatshirt for Christmas,
So
and I love it. It's so fun.
It matches your pastel hair so well.
it does.
It really does.
Regina says, you all give me hope. If I ever dare to post to YouTube, I'm learning the tricks. That is awesome, dude. YouTube is
Just
so
clean
much fun.
one small area. Yeah.
Ooh.
Do it in chunks.
Yep.
Chunks.
Yep. The bookshelf behind me is clean. None of this is clean. None of this is clean. This is extra terrible.
Mine's actually pretty clean, but that's totally Abby's doing and not mine. She came over when I was doing a live stream to like help me with the live stream, and she was like, "I'm gonna clean your office."
That's
Like, while I was on a live.
I realized that, like, if I'm gonna start live streaming while I'm cooking and stuff, I might as well like live stream while I clean my office too and talk about a topic, because like then like the problem with cleaning is I get so bored and then my back starts to hurt. But if I stop every like 2 minutes to talk about like controversial topics and engage with the chat, then I don't think it'll be so bad.
I literally just don't have time to do anything in my life right now. Like, I'm on deadline for like a million different things, and with baby and work and deadlines, I'm just like,
I was
cleaning is not on the priority list at all.
Bathroom. Be right back.
Okay, no problem.
And then today I like actually got to send out some print files, and
I saw that you got your hardcover for your book coming in. That's amazing.
I got my order confirmation today.
Yay!
I'm so excited for you.
So here's the deal. I can't legally sell them, but I can accept donations and send a free gift.
Oh, so like I could join your Patreon or something, and then you could give it to me as a gift.
Something like that.
Yeah, I'll do that. That sounds good. I want one.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
That does sound good.
Zara Barlow is here saying, hey guys, first time watching a sleepover stream.
I
Welcome!
love your
Wicked
plague
awesome.
doctor with the skeleton hand.
I am
Logo.
here for it.
So cute. Love it. Love it. Love it.
Bonnie's here saying, hello, writer friends. Hello, Bonnie. Spence says, I told Mr. Spence I sent you a super chat about the oven bacon. It was okay. Though, for anyone who didn't see my stream I did on Monday evening while I was cooking dinner, which like it was the most people I ever had tune into one of my live streams. There was like 350 people there. It was awesome.
Wow.
And everyone was like, I was making bacon and I kept getting attacked with the grease from the pan. You know how the bacon is. So everyone, Spence was the first to suggest it to me. She was like, put it in the oven. And then other people were like, oven bacon is the best kind. And I had just never even thought of that. So I put it in the oven and now I'm never going back. Although I put it in the oven for too long, I think, because I was new to that. So, and I got distracted by live streaming. So I didn't take it out of the oven soon enough.
So I'm like a one pan wonder. I always just do like the bacon and then I take it out and let it like, you know, soak up the grease in like a paper towel or whatever. And then like I save some of the bacon grease, but then I cook my eggs for breakfast in the bacon grease too, because, you know, flavor or whatever. So I'm like a one pan wonder girl.
That's what I was doing. I made all the eggs and bacon in one pan, but my problem was that I'm very clumsy and I'm not good at not getting splattered with the hot bacon grease. And last time I ended up with like, but this was my own fault because I was hot in the kitchen and I was not wearing enough clothes. And I ended up getting splattered all over my body and getting like burns. And they're gone now, but it was for like a day. It was very frustrating.
So my question is this, Spence, do you have like, is there like a setting on the oven? Like, is there a certain degree setting for so many minutes that you recommend us to cook this bacon for? Because now I'm curious to try it in the oven. I've not done that.
What I did was I did it for at 400 for 20 minutes, I think. And it was a little too crispy. So next time if I do 400, I would do it for only like 15 minutes.
Okay, fair. Because I want to try it now that you've said it. Like, I want to try it.
Roxy Wolf is here saying, when I felt better and not in credentialing class, I would stream playing games on Twitch. That sounds fun. I think it'd be fun to stream playing games.
I've been streaming my Dragon Age Inquisition game from time to time.
I should stream play. Well, I wanted to do this series with Tyler called Overcooked Ruined Our Marriage, which it didn't. Like, our marriage is great. But I thought, because whenever we play the Switch game Overcooked, we get in the biggest fights. But not like real fights, like fights over who's not doing a good job at the game and who's causing us to lose and who's dropping too many vegetables. But we just go at each other. I think it's hilarious. So I'm like, we should start a Twitch streaming series about that. But he's not as into being a public figure as I am, so he's kind of
you don't
have to monetize everything you find fun. And I'm like, what? Are you sure about that?
Are you sure about that?
Are you sure?
Okay, so I have a serious question because I asked my husband this the other day, and he texted me today about this. Actually, kind of funny, but y'all are bookish nerds because you write books, right? Like, you read a lot of books too. So you're kind of like reading nerds too, right?
Yes.
Are there any fictional characters that you are just like your significant other knows, like 100%, like if they were real, I would leave you for them in a heartbeat?
It's my own characters that I have a danger of.
Because
I fall in love with my own characters, and I'm like, this seems unhealthy that I've like created the perfect person for me to fall in love with. It's like a bad projection. No, yeah, but that does happen.
Especially when I was single. Oh, it was so bad. I was like, this is not.
I definitely have that with my own characters, especially because, like, you know, if you don't fall in love with your characters, like how are the readers supposed to? So I totally get that. But Kaz Brecker from the Six of Crows duology has my heart. And like, my husband knows, like, I asked him one day, I was like, hey, babe, if there's any fictional character that was actually real, like that I would leave you for in a heartbeat, who would it be? And he was like, either Mr. Darcy from Pride and Prejudice or Kaz Brecker from Six of Crows. Like, without taking a breath, he said that. And I was like, this is the problem. And so the Netflix show announcement with like the teaser about it's like From Here Down, like the Kaz Brecker character, like came out, and he literally tweeted me, like, you can look on my Twitter right now. He tweeted me, and he was like at Lauren Sevier, like with this image. He was like, is this who you've basically been simping for? Like, yep, that's him.
Yep, that's him.
That's the one I would leave you for.
Also, Audra's here. Hello, Audra.
Hello, Audra.
And so is Christina saying oven bacon is genuinely a love language. Yes.
Yes.
I'm excited to try that.
Wait, save the bacon grease in the freezer and use it for butter for the outside of grilled cheese sandwiches. Oh my God. You guys,
olive oil or butter, you can actually like save bacon grease. I usually do it in a mason jar and just put it in the freezer. And it turns into like a lard type substance. And you can just like scoop a little bit out and put it in your pan and heat it up, and it gets all liquidy again. And then you can cook whatever you want in it, and it's got bacony flavor.
you guys are giving me all the best cooking tips. I think the next stream I'm going to do while cooking, I'm going to be making onion soup with Gruyere, which is a meal I'm actually pretty good at, but I still want, like, everyone gives me cooking tips while I'm cooking, and I love it because I'm not that good at it. So it's really nice to hear from everybody. All right, we need to go into a sprint in a minute, but first I want to make sure there isn't anyone here that I haven't addressed yet. I think I've said hi to everyone. If I haven't, I apologize. But we're going to go into our first sprint. We're going to do 20 minutes. I've pulled up a timer. I've pulled up this timer from Doll.
Oh, thank you.
I love your colorful timer so much with the pretty lights. I love this one.
Yes, I know. I'm very happy. I should make a 15-minute one of that edition. I should. I'm so happy you liked it, guys.
I love it. Awesome. Yeah. All right, guys. So we're going to go into a sprint. Everyone, we're going to work on some stuff, be productive for 20 minutes. When time is up, come back, tell me what you worked on, tell me what you got done, and we will continue the sleepover fun. Everyone get ready and go.
Woo.
All right, we're back from our first sprint, everyone. How did everyone do?
I spent a lot of that trying to figure out what I was going to work on.
I made a Twitch account.
Yay, Twitch!
I made a Twitch account. I started my own Discord server. I don't have much things going on yet, so I'm like setting up a Discord. I'm going to link it to Patreon later because I want my patrons to have access to a Discord. Finally,
that's awesome. I just did that too recently.
Mm-hmm. And what else? I'm reworking some of my banners. I'm gonna resize them to put it on Twitch. So I'm just like setting things up over here.
Cool.
That's fantastic.
I worked on
my internet's frozen, so hold on.
For my book coming out in July, called Abby to make sure a plot point, if I changed it, it wouldn't fuck anything up too bad. She confirmed it would not. So, you know. All good. All good here.
All good. I'm working on comics. Probably not the comics I should be working on, but I'm working on comics.
I want Sako to make a comic of me.
Okay.
Just because I feel like I would be so much better received as a comic.
Oh, sorry guys, my internet was frozen. I don't know what was going on with that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I had frozen for a second there. It's like keeps going not responding. I think because I have too many things open right now. But that's not my fault. I'm working on things and streaming. What else can I do? Yeah, it's not like my internet is too frozen that I can't click on comments right now. So, I mean, it's not.
Zara has a great comment. She said, wow, I actually did a little bit of work on my new horror novella. I get writer's block a lot, so I'm impressed. LOL. And I like that comment a lot among the sea of comments because she's new to
okay, I can do. Okay, it's working again. There we go.
And, you know, this is kind of the magic of the sleepover is that we're all just like friends hanging out. So all the pressure suddenly like comes off and you can actually like get stuff done in between. So that's why I liked that comment so much.
I love that. That's such a good way of looking at it too. It's like, yeah, we're all just hanging out. We're friends. Mm-hmm. No one's boss is watching over their shoulder being like, you should be working. Hopefully none of your bosses are over your shoulder right now. Amy Showers is here and says, had a long day, had to split up my full-time job up due to a dental appointment. First in 2 years, thanks to no dental insurance. I forgot about this. Oh my God. I have forgotten to go to the dentist for so long. You just reminded me of that. Like, I forgot about the dentist.
My dentist has been messaging me and calling me, and they're like, you're due for a cleaning. Don't you want to come in?
I'm a responsible adult, and I've been to the dentist twice, once in November and once earlier this month.
It's a quarantine, and you're 45 minutes away.
I'm not having someone get that close to my face during a pandemic. That's not happening.
Right?
I had to get a cavity filled, and then my filling was loose. So those were my.
No, I'm starting to figure out, like, when did I last go to the dentist? I'm worried because I think it's maybe been like 6 years.
That's a long time.
Abby, go to the dentist.
You know, I don't even have a dentist.
You need to get a dentist.
Well, because before I was used to back then I was a young person and I was on my parents' insurance. So I just went to whoever their dentist was. But they're out in the burbs, so I'm not just going to go to whoever their dentist is now. Plus, I have different insurance, so I have to find someone in that network.
Yeah.
I haven't gone to the dentist.
I recommend finding, so you have dental insurance, you go on their website, they normally have like a list of providers who are in your area, who are in network with them, and then make an appointment from there so that you know that everything is covered at the highest tier.
Okay.
So just go on the website on your card.
I will do that. I should. I just kind of forgot to do it. Like I forget to do everything. I forget to like
Blue
do
Cross
everything.
Blue Shield is terrible about that.
Yeah.
Terrible about that. I went to the ZocDoc and had much better luck.
I like using ZocDoc. Yeah, here's the thing is I go to medical professionals a lot, but I have multiple health issues, and then I forget to do all the routine stuff because I do the like specialist stuff, and then when I'm done with that, I just get so like I don't remember to do any maintenance tasks. I forget about cleaning. That's why I started live streaming while cooking, so I would remember to cook. Otherwise, it would be like late and I'd be like, oh, I didn't eat anything today. What? That's wild. Like, that's just how I get. So I get focused on other things and forget about like personal maintenance.
I am in that picture and I don't like it.
Exactly.
My launch week. So I took off of work the entire week, the week that I launched the book. And I had a doctor's appointment every single day because I was like, I'm so far behind on things. I just need to go and see all the doctors and all the dentists and all the things.
I need to go with the eye doctor that I was seeing here, because the eye doctor is the one that's going to give me a paper that says, yes, this woman has a very severe visual impairment. What? Sage!
Sage is here! Hello, Sage!
Sage!
That was my moment of awkwardness. I was like, what? Sage? Oh, Sage!
A frozen Sage.
Is Sage oh yeah, I keep not knowing if Sage is frozen or if I'm frozen or if all of us are frozen.
Everyone is frozen.
The cold never bothered me anyway.
No, Lauren, no. No, not that one.
Also, Abby wrote 250 words, so that's pretty
and
awesome.
That's after I called her to discuss a plot hole. Like,
Sage
rocked it out.
Eaten by the gremlins. I'll be back.
Gremlins.
Carrie got 543 words. That is fantastic. Audra says, I'm printing what I'm editing, so I'm tracing the pattern on pattern paper for my next sewing project. That is so fun. Mary's here. I decided to journal, which helped me work through an issue I was having with my prequel. Sometimes it's just, you just journal. You just got to like not be, when you're typing things, sometimes you feel too professional and you're like, sometimes I just got to write it out and, let my brain do its thing. That's what I do with the dictation software now. I just ramble. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I told somebody recently, I was like, yeah, so I'm writing a romance novel that's coming out in July, and it's like all kinds of different genres / romance. And I was like, but there's like a sex scene. And so how do you write a sex scene? I was like, you just write every single detail and then you use the delete button selectively.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong.
You can do it that way.
That's what I did.
Or write it very clinically. Use all the scientifically accurate body part names.
I
like to be visceral with my scenes.
Yeah. I wrote all the emotions and stuff, like every moment, like emotionally, and then I just selectively deleted sections to make it cohesive.
Pika Power Kirby's here saying, sorry I'm late. I got distracted watching BattleBots clips, but I'm here and ready to work on chapter 24. Woo! Nice. Christina stayed up just to follow Doll on Twitch, and now Christina is going to bed.
Good night.
Oh my God, thank you, Christina!
Debbie got 16 sentences working in an app with no word count. That's reasonable. Sometimes you just got to try out different apps.
Yeah.
Kat is doing organization with work stuff. That's important too. Carrie says, I love participating in streams. I don't want to deal with people day on Monday, so I just lurked on a few and wrote so much. Yeah. It's encouraging to just have other people around doing the same work or even different work, but just like, we're all in this together.
We're all in this together.
RK went to the dentist in June or July. Well, look at you. Aren't you Mr. My teeth are so clean?
Mine are too. I got them cleaned earlier this month.
Roxy Wolf says, I found an old piece of writing from high school and I started to outline it because I may revisit it if my co-author of the piece still wants to as well. That's cool. So fun. Sometimes it can be really fun to revisit old things or also to like like if you wrote something a while ago and like the thing as a whole isn't working, like to take a part of it that like your favorite part of it and weave it into a new thing and make something new. I've done that before.
I call it cannibalizing. Yeah.
IP issues with co-authored projects though can get complicated. I'm actually going to be the month of February. I'm actually doing a lot of like co-authoring videos. My videos go live on Fridays on my channel. So check it out.
About the co-authoring thing, I agree with Lauren. Co-authoring can be complicated. I canceled my co-authoring project. We're not doing it anymore. Yeah,
I'm sorry to hear that.
No, it's fine.
They're super fun though.
Maybe I can co-author with someone else in the future. Not right now.
We gotta write Doll. We gotta write Queen of Typos and Time Zones.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
We're gonna write that thing.
We gotta write that, dude. I found that co-authoring is my favorite thing of all time now, and I think it's like this big extrovert energy that I'm like, I do so much better when I'm writing with another person. Like, there is no part of Cancel Sean Boston that I have worked on that wasn't on a stream with RK. So like, I did no work with them by myself at all, and it's just been so fun. And it's like, y'all, we finished our draft on Sunday. Cancel Sean Boston's first draft is complete. So this Sunday on my channel at 11 a.m., we are going to be starting edits. We're going to be starting our edits, and I'm also going to, like, because some of the chapters, so I'm sure it's snarky.
Yep.
Co-authoring is really complicated. Savvy killed RK. That's why he hasn't posted videos in a month. Tyler's running this page now. Oh my god.
I know.
Yeah. So, and also some of the chapters are supposed to be illustrations instead of words.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we're going to start editing, and I'm going to start illustrating on Sunday. So it's going to be fun. Cancel Sean Boston streams are continuing. I've had a few times still that people think Sean Boston is real. He's not real
now.
Every once in a while, people are like,
but I love you.
Either that or people like, sometimes people play along with the joke and be like, oh yeah, I hate that Sean Boston so much. He's the worst. And then sometimes I start to wonder, like, wait, do you think he's real? Or like...
Playing along. I'm one of those. I'm like, yeah, Sean is the worst. It's like, I hate that guy so bad. It's like... It's like, who? Like,
gave me anxiety.
I think we're gonna target maybe August to get the book released. So I'm excited.
Oh, mine's coming out in July, and yours is coming out in August. That's awesome.
And mine in September.
We were originally gonna do May. Okay, wait, this is brilliant actually, because we were originally gonna do May, but now we're not because 90s Kids is coming out in June. I couldn't do 2 book launches that close together. So now we've got June, July, August, and like we've all got books coming out in a row this year.
Yeah, we do.
So yeah, guys, 90s Kids is coming out in June of.
Should I release something else in October again?
Yes, do it.
You should. I mean, I'm also going to release my Halloween romance. Is Sage releasing something in October?
Okay, I have a deadline now. I'm gonna finish my horror story. I'm gonna finish my horror short. It's a short this time. I don't know. It could be a novella. I don't know. But I'm gonna finish my horror story. Poor Henry. We have to talk about that, my darling. So yes, maybe I will have another Halloween release. Maybe I will be the Halloween release girl.
Do it.
Who knows?
Do it. I am releasing something in October that I have not announced yet.
Ooh, y'all, we're all having a productive year.
I want to hear what Sage has to say.
Sage, what are you releasing?
I'm releasing another poetry book in like either late November or early December.
Woo!
I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
We're gonna do a 6-month tour.
Stage. It's poetry.
Like, yeah,
where we all hang out on each
this
other.
Year, and then it's going to be books. You guys, everyone, you're going to have so many books to read. Just books.
I know, right? It's because we're on this stream every week, so we're all super productive.
So,
also, I announced this earlier today, but if any, for people who have been wanting to get an arc of 90s Kids, My publisher is currently putting together the street team. So send me a DM or email me or something. Or it's also on my Twitter. I retweeted the tweet from my publisher that has their information about
me.
Yes, Lauren, email my publisher. We'll get you signed up.
Because I will do a review, and not an ARC review, but like a review once it's released and stuff, review and all that good stuff. I will do all the things.
Yes, I'm excited.
And I love the 90s.
Just wigging it's here. Macroeconomics tonight. Oh yeah, macroeconomics. Kristen B says, edited half the scene for my play. Finally figured out how to fix a major plot hole. Yes, that's so exciting.
I love when that light bulb turns on.
Yes, no more cancel Sean Boston. Now it's edit Sean Boston. We are going to edit this man into something new. So yes, sometimes I wonder if I've accidentally, like, if there's a real Sean Boston out there and he's just like, he's gonna be so sad. I hope not.
Just Google Sean Boston and see how many lives you've destroyed.
I'm sure there's people out there with this name because it's like just a pretty regular name. But like, I made sure that the way we spelled his name, there was no one on Twitter with that name in that combination with that spelling, because if we were going to tweet that on Twitter, I didn't want like some real Sean Boston on Twitter to find that and be upset. So we made sure, like, because we considered spelling Sean Sean, but there was someone named Sean Boston spelled that way on Twitter, and I was like, I'm not going to ruin his life. We're going to spell Sean different.
Oh, no comment.
Well, I mean, at least with the spelling of Sean, you have options.
Yeah. Christina says, last one, I swear, Sean Boston can suck it, full stop. Pika Power Kirby says, I've been posting some of my writing online chapter by chapter, and it's been weirdly helpful since I know other people will see what I've written and it makes me want to work hard. Yeah, that's so true. Like,
it's very motivating.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons that I write fanfic.
I have a great idea for a fan fiction, but absolutely no time to write it. But it's like burning inside of me, and I'm like, I want to write it so bad. And
just, on Wattpad or something. Fanfics and chill streams.
Yeah,
it's a burning fire.
Wait, when is the fanfics and chill stream? When does that happen?
Friday. You're in Central Time, right? So it would be Friday at 11 p.m.
That's way too late for me.
Exactly, Lauren. You have to work. You're a mom.
It's mostly the momming part at that point, because if it starts at 11, like my kid wakes up at 5:30 in the morning.
Oh god,
there are times where my husband's not there to like relieve me, and because shift works and stuff. So that's more of it. Is that it just starts too late.
Amy says, I'm editing a story I already published with a vanity publisher to publish with a self-publisher. Oh, that I suggested? Oh, I hope it works out then. I hope I gave you good advice, because I would hate to give you bad advice. Either way, I'm excited for your project.
That's exciting.
Because the Fling Mango's like, I got to start saving my money so I can buy all your guys' books.
Yeah.
Starting in July.
Starting in June, y'all. 90s.
Starting in June. 90s kids.
Yes. Roxy Wolf says my school ends in June.
Doing the workbook for Savvy Business Owner.
That's true. The workbook's going to come out in March. So if you want
March for the workbook.
Yeah.
June for 90s kids. Yeah. July for my book. August for Cancel Sean Boston.
September for Sacco's book, and maybe October for
an unannounced project for me, and possibly one for Dal.
And then in November it's going to be Sage's new poetry collection.
Yes, and then November for Sage's poetry.
And then December is going to be Savvy's holiday queer romance.
Yes! Oh my god, this is going to be such a good year for books.
And possibly things in between.
Yes. And I'm shooting for book 2 in the song series for December of this year too.
Whoa, honey.
That's a lot. It's a lot. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna try.
Lauren, I mean, that's the thing. Like, my goal for this year was to put out 6 books. Will I put out 6 books? Only time will tell. Honestly, I think I'm going to.
But you don't know if you never try.
I'm gonna try. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Eddie Lane is here. Hello.
Hey, Eddie.
Eddie says, I haven't tuned in for a long time. I've been doing that author mentor match thing and lots of queries. This all sounds so exciting. Oh my God, that sounds so fun.
Yeah.
So
Good luck with that.
All right, y'all, we've been on here for an hour, so let's go into another sprint because I've got some
I need to work.
I've got some more writing to do and gotta get this workbook done one of these days. So let's make it happen. Going to pull up Doll's 20-minute timer again with the pretty lights. Everyone get ready and go.
Hello.
Ah,
Everybody. That was productive. I've been getting a lot done in the workbook. I'm currently finishing up the defining your target customers set of worksheets.
nice.
Finished up last week the like writing your mission statement part, and throughout that I've also been working on discussion about breaking down the costs you need to start it up and worksheets for crowdfunding, like exercises that would help with scripting your pitches and creating a video and those kind of things. So those right now the workbook is currently 22 pages. So don't know how long it'll be. I'm hoping to keep it under 100 pages.
I'm just over here thinking about what a fucking girl crush I have on Demi Lovato.
She's pretty adorable.
I mean, that's fair.
She's so pretty, and she sings like an angel, and I just can't help myself.
Awesome. Let's see who's here. Oh, okay. Let's see. Heather's here. Heather says hello. Hello, Heather.
It's good to see you, Heather.
Zara says, spent a few minutes reading an article on how to self-publish books. Really interesting stuff and something I'll probably do once I actually finish a book. Yeah, dude, the world of self-publishing is wild. There's so much.
And it differs from
So much.
who you're going to publish through, what printers you do, what kind of content you write. It's going to be, it's different for everybody.
It's insane. I know.
Yeah,
I have been
there's so
asking for help, and it's like, I don't know how to help you because you're writing another genre. Yeah.
And
I'm
it's
sorry.
especially difficult if you are outside
I'm
of the
disappointed.
US or the UK.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, a lot of it's pretty US and UK and Canada centric. It feels like. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it
And
can
what
be
Dal was
difficult.
saying, I feel like Dal has asked me for help with like finding her audience, but she has a very niche genre book, and I just am not as familiar. And I feel ill-equipped.
It's not that, I don't feel it's that niche, but okay.
It is that niche.
It kind of is though, because it's not straight sci-fi, and it's not fantasy, and it's not like, it's lucid dreaming sci-fi, like.
Yeah.
That's also what makes it so cool, though. Like, I love genre crossovers.
I mean, don't get me wrong, like, it sounds interesting AF, and I love genre cross stories, but I've just never written one, so I just don't have experience in that, you know?
Yeah, exactly. So it's like we don't know where to search. Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah, but also I think that self-publishing can be great for genre crossovers because you don't have to worry about trying to fit it in. Like, I self-publish Sculpt Yourself because that book is a genre crossover. Like, I don't know what genre it is. It's like
it has some
what is the
sci-fi.
genre? It's like has a little bit of sci-fi, but it's more like
I feel
speculative.
like when I did the review of Sculpt Yourself, when I read it, you had posted a video and you were like, I don't know what genre this is in. It's like gays in space.
No, I said it's not. I said I wasn't gonna call it gay. Okay, because I was like, this book, I guess, is technically like on Amazon. When I had to categorize it, I put it in the LGBT sci-fi section. But I was like, I'm worried that people are gonna think it's just gays in space. And that's not what it is.
Not that. And so when I read it and I was like live tweeting my reactions to it, and then I did my review and stuff, I was like, I watched a video where she said she thought this would be like gays in space. I mean, it's not that.
It's like a speculative lesbian romance novel and feminist commentary on body image. And it's like, that makes it sound like
lithomorph. Like, I could see how the confusion, like, I see it. Like, I totally get it, you know?
Like, I don't want it to sound like it's like literature that you have to read for your gender studies class.
Look, honestly, like, whenever it was described as gays in space in your video, I was like, I'm sold.
Dude, I would call mine if my main character was gay, I would call it Gays in Space, because basically that's what it would be. But no, he's not gay, so oops.
Dang it.
And then it would be Aces in Space, but
Ace in Space.
Yeah, Doug, you need to write an Ace in Space book.
It's kind of getting there, but the ace character is on Earth, so I basically screwed.
Oh no, you put the ace character on Earth. Why?
What am I gonna do? But I mean, it's almost an Ace in Space novel. Almost.
The other thing that makes it difficult with Doll's stuff is, Doll, you've got a really literary voice.
Yeah, she does. It's very like literary fiction too. Yeah.
Which is great. Like, it's very good writing.
It's very good writing.
Yeah, but a lot of like traditional like agents and publishers are going to look at it and go, "We don't know what to do with this," because it's not straight sci-fi. It's not just
not straight literary.
Not pop sci-fi, and it's not straight literary.
So I feel like Dal has asked me a few times, like, how do I find my audience? And I was like, I don't know.
Not your fault.
But having said that. Literary sci-fi is a thing. You just have to find the agent that will represent it.
So,
all right.
What my recommendation was to find her audience, right? Was to like go on Amazon categories to find comp titles for books that seem similar in genre or nature, and then find out how those authors are like reaching their audience. Look at the reviews. See what kind of people are leaving reviews, because those are the ones who either really love or really hate it. You know, obviously the ones who really love are the ones who are targeting there as far as demographics. So like if it's white males in their 60s, or if it's whatever the demographic may be, as far as the reviews for comp titles and stuff in Amazon categories. But that was like the extent of my advice. Anyone else have further advice?
It's a good place to start. I'm looking for like, okay, who's the literary agent who represented Kazuo Ishiguro? Because I think I'm gonna go there.
I mean, I'm sure that information's publicly available. You can look that up.
Yep.
Yeah. Also, Aphrodite's here. Hello, Aphrodite.
Hi,
Aphrodite.
And so is Katie. Oof, Katie is here again with all of the super positive energy, all the encouragement. I love it.
I love Katie's
I am doing fabulous. Totally.
Audra edited 1.5 pages, which is awesome. And Debbie wrote 21 sentences. Steven did a little website work. And
awesome. Also, Steven finished his draft today.
Oh, that's awesome.
Congratulations. That's amazing. Congratulations.
Yeah, that was on Lisa's stream this morning, so yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Congratulations. That's a big accomplishment.
Eddie got 103 words.
Oh, I see your face.
There I am.
Face. Hi.
Oh, there's Doll's face. Hello, Doll.
I love you so much. Oh my god.
Ace in Space.
Every time I see you, you get prettier.
Thank you.
Yeah, uploading my files, they wanted to know what categories my book would be listed under, and I basically said supernatural thriller, paranormal thriller, supernatural horror.
Yeah.
Sounds good. So
and there is a touch of sci-fi in it.
And it's a little cyberpunk.
How do I categorize 90s kids? Once again, it is basically lesbian sci-fi, kind of like Games in Space, but there's no space. There's only time travel. So I'm I'm calling it like lesbian Back to the Future. That's the genre that it is. It's basically just like a contemporary teen story, but it also has time travel machines and stuff.
I am going to totally mention that it's Gays in Space in my review once it's published. Mostly because all of your books that start like that, I'm totally on fire for, so it's all good.
Katie says, I wish everyone luck on their projects tonight and forever. I believe in you and you can do it. Y'all are so smart and hardworking and beautiful. Oh, Katie, you're so nice. Thank you so much.
Katie, you rock.
Yeah, someone needs to write Gays in Space. Maybe I'll write Gays in Space as... Oh, you know what it should be? Gays in Space should be like a story within a story, you know? So like if I have in every story, it'll be like an Easter egg. Like every time a character's reading a book or watching something on TV in the background, they'll be watching or reading Gays in Space.
Or I have a long-standing series that I have written. And it is set in space. I'm wondering if I can just change it to a gay story. And I'm pretty sure I can. I think that's gonna happen. I think I'm gonna write it. It's gonna happen. Out of sci-fi. Why?
Okay, Pika Power Kirby's also saying, okay, Gays in Space needs to exist. You're right.
Mm-hmm. It's not gonna be called Gays in Space, but
a musical.
I'm done.
Oh my god, you guys!
Musical.
All right,
I had this really stupid idea for a musical that I really want to do, but I can't write music. But I had this idea for a musical called Daylight Savings Time. I thought of it during Daylight Savings Time, and the whole premise is that whenever daylight this is probably only would apply to certain regions because a lot of the world doesn't even do daylight savings time, but like in this world on daylight savings time, when it's the one where you lose an hour, nothing you do during that hour counts. Like not in terms of like it's not like sci-fi, like it's just like a cultural thing.
I'm tired, I cannot function.
Yeah, people know that you just like whatever you do that hour, everyone just has to disregard the next day. It's like an hour where nothing applies. And then a musical would be like two people truly fall in love, but it's during daylight savings time and they're expected to pretend it never happened.
I knew I loved you from the moment that you ordered me a vanilla latte, but I knew it wasn't true because you did something. I don't know. It didn't work. It's simple though. I'm not the musical guy.
I knew I loved you.
Okay, when I read this at first, I thought Demi in Space was like Demi Lovato in Space because Lauren was just talking about how much she loves her.
Hey, that's true, Steven. You are the one writing Ace in Space. It's you. It's you.
It's me. It's me. Me.
Oh, good night, Aphrodite. Thanks for being here.
Good night, Queen.
Good night, sweetie.
But I'm going to interrupt anyway. Doll, I have the information that you need.
Woo!
Goodness gracious. All right. I'm ready.
Lieutenant Sage with the
I will
win.
send it to you on Facebook because there's stuff.
Oh my God. I'm querying again this year, guys.
Yes!
And I am determined to get an agent because that query, now that it's corrected and fixed and fabulously revised, thank you, Lauren. Now that query, I think it's ready. If you want to know the final query, you just have to look for my journal entries. I think it was day 20. There you can see the final query. It's fabulous. Thank you, Lauren. Thank you, Sage. Thank you. And it's like, I'm querying again, and I'm determined to get an agent this time. Yes.
Yes. It's gonna happen.
Spooky? I don't know that I would describe my story as ooky spooky. There are ooky spooky elements for sure, but
it's not an ooky spooky story.
It's not an ooky spooky story.
I have a book outlined that I'm gonna write that is like so unrepentantly feminist that it could be considered violent.
Aphrodite, I think that's gonna be me with my horror.
Aphrodite says, Whoever writes gays in space, they have to have a straight guy who never gets to have an on-screen love interest, and they have to die without getting kissed.
I literally was screaming for this earlier. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Also, they need to die for no reason whatsoever. Thanks.
Mhm.
And let's move from that.
All right, y'all. I think we need to do a sprint.
A sprint!
I think we gotta do a sprint. Maybe this will be the last one for the night, because then we can just hang out and joke around and have fun.
I'm good with that.
But this will be productive. Everyone get ready to be so productive for the last sprint of the sleepover. Good night. I know a lot of people are going to bed. Abby's going to bed. Good night, Abby. Good night, Roxy. Awesome. Okay, everyone, get ready for our final sprint of the night. Everyone ready to write and go. All right, y'all. We are back from our final sprint. Lauren had to leave because her child woke up.
Oh.
So she has left for the night. But how did wait, let's see. Do any of y'all drink coffee for this?
I do.
Sometimes. I mean, I'm not right now because I don't want to. If I stay up too late tonight, I'm sure Sage is drinking coffee because
Sage woke up.
I'm drinking cold caffeine.
Cold caffeine, because where Sage is, it's what time right now?
Coming up on 7.
7
exactly,
a.m.
and it's summer, so Sage, you need caffeine and you need cold caffeine.
It's
I love that how
it's that warm right now.
Here it's 11 p.m. in the middle of winter. I love how our lives are so opposite right now, Sage. Yet we're like so similar, yet so opposite in where we are, you know?
Well, exactly. We're the same person, just in positive and negative. Like
exactly, yeah, because it's like we've had a snowstorm here for like 3 days.
I will tell you in a second what the temperature is. It's 60 degrees Fahrenheit here right now, which is not that warm.
That's quite nice.
It's pleasant. It's cool enough for me to have my gown on, so
that's nice. So yeah, sometimes I drink coffee during these streams, but not.
I don't
always.
do it during, but I do it before.
I try not to drink coffee that much after like 8 p.m. or so. I am drinking some gin in this tiny little glass right now.
Usually I have a thing from 6 to 10, and then 10 to midnight or 1 or whenever we wrap up. So coffee is necessary for me.
All right, let's check on these comments. Gina Fonbuena is here with 281 words. That is awesome. What's your essay about?
Also, nice kanzashi.
Katie finished a homework worksheet. Nice work. Good job. Audra finished editing and took her dog on a walk. Yes, that is so exciting. Eddie got 199 words. Zara says it's raining here in Australia right now. Ooh, that's nice. Pika Power says, I got a bit done. Who knows? Maybe I'll actually be able to post this chapter before the end of the week. Cue the king of wishful thinking. Awesome. And then, Kat got 503 words on my script for Diet Culture within MLM's videos. Oh my God, I'm so excited for this video because I just added like to my topic of live streams of things to rant about while cooking.
Yeah.
Kat, we should talk about this because I'm going to do one about the parallels of MLMs and the pro eating disorder world.
Mm-hmm.
Because I very briefly was in the pro eating disorder world back before I was medicated or had therapy or anything. And I didn't know that I was. It's kind of like in MLMs, you don't know you're in a pyramid scheme. You don't know you're in a cult. Like I was in what I thought was just a forum for uplifting people while we got in shape. But over time, I did not realize that there was so much like, if you are overweight, then that means that you can't accomplish any goals because you couldn't stick to this goal, or this whole thing of like, or like, it's like a moral failure, or this whole thing of like people being like, how do some people eat 3,000 calories a day? I eat 600 calories a day and I'm so stuffed. Or people being like, how do people think they're not fat when I'm 5'11" and I'm 110 pounds and I'm getting fat already? It'll be like people like extremely underweight saying that they're fat. And like, it's like, it was like brainwashing, dude. And yeah, so I was in the pro eating disorder world for a little while and was very skinny at the time because I was in the pro eating disorder world and I didn't eat anything because I didn't think I was supposed to. So that's but I feel like it, like when I read stuff about MLMs, it's just like, I feel like there's such a parallel, especially with how MLMs have like in Beachbody and stuff, you see like the exact same stuff word for word, like them trying to tell you, you only should eat 800 calories a day and you should work out 3 times. And like it's like, holy shit, like it's nasty.
Yeah.
So man, Kat, I cannot wait for this video. When is it coming out? Yes, I'm so glad. Yes, we're going to talk about this. It's going to be great. I'm going to do it on a live stream. And yeah, But yeah, I cannot wait for that. That's gonna be such a good video. Oh, Casey Quinn is here looking at the snow forecast. Yes. Gina says essay on logic models for research methods. That sounds really cool. Very little actual writing, but I did find a lost script file. Well, that is important because when you lose a file, that is like your work. You feel like your world.
That's the worst. Oh my gosh, that's the worst.
Kat Benson says selling a body dream and a life dream. That is true. Like Beachbody and all of those places that are like, you should have perfect abs and make $1 million. And it's like, no.
Manifest.
You know, I don't have any abs and I don't make $1 million and I am very happy. So I don't think that that's necessary. Pink as a Fling Mango says 10 pages of my book read. I'm reading Cast the Origins of Our Discontents by Isabel Wilkerson, nonfiction. It's interesting. Oh, I haven't heard of that.
That sounds really interesting.
Sounds interesting. Pika Power says, I'm finally writing a scene for a character I've been kind of neglecting for the better part of 23 chapters. I think I owe him an apology. And Zara says, I added a little more to my novella. So proud of everyone working on their projects. That's awesome. I feel like we've gotten a lot done tonight.
I feel like we have.
I've almost finished the crowdfunding worksheet section. But this section is a lot because there's a lot. Like this whole time I'm writing this, I'm just like, oh, I don't want to leave out. Like I could make a worksheet on this, and also like, I hope the worksheets are helpful and good because, you know, this is my first time making a workbook. So actually, no, it's not true. I have I forgot because I made it like 5 years ago, but when you sign up for my email list, it does send everyone a free workbook of like writing basics. So that's just like a free, the email list reward. Lauren has one like that too. Yeah. So I did write that.
Like that too. Yeah.
Yeah. Muted for Mr. Sage. All right. Kat says, hopefully next week if I can finish the script and record on Friday, then hopefully next week I need to get better at a video schedule. I always wonder about video schedules. Like, do people care about video schedules or do they not? Because I feel like they do, but maybe they do. I think maybe the YouTube algorithm does, but individual people don't. I'm not sure how it works.
Individual people don't care. They want consistency is the only thing that they want. Whereas YouTube is like, consistency is key.
Right. So I'm like, yeah, because I host this live stream and I think this partially like because only like 10% of my audience is writers. So obviously like this live stream, like I did an anti-MLM live stream on Monday night. And so that one had 10 times as many people on it, which makes sense because I think only like 1/10 of my audience is authors because the AuthorTube community is smaller.
Right.
So I think that makes sense when I think about it. But yeah, I've noticed that like different times a day can affect it sometimes. And I'm like, should I keep doing my Friday premieres at 11 a.m.? Should I move them to a different time, knowing that like some people can't make it to that? But I don't think there's a single time that every person can make it to. So I don't know.
I think you're noon/11 timing for your premieres are great.
Oh, good. Okay, I'll keep it then.
I think the important thing is that it needs to be convenient for you as the creator.
That's true, because anyone can watch
it sustainable?
Yeah.
Because it doesn't help that you, like, for a while I had all of my stuff going live at midnight for me, because that's a better time for my American audience, but I can't be up at midnight and then still function the next day.
Right.
So,
Exactly.
That's a good point.
Speaking of time zones and stuff, it's going to be 2 a.m. in Argentina. I should be calling a night.
Okay, doll. Thank you for being here. I'm so glad you were here.
I'm delighted. I'm very happy. I feel much better than last week. And
I'm so glad.
So thankful for like all the help and all the support. And also like for the people who are in my Patreon. First of all, thank you again. And now we have a Discord, and
I can't wait for the, I'm in
personalizing.
Bell's Patreon. I can't wait for the Discord.
Yeah, it's called the Andromeda. So if you see that on your Discord, that's mine.
Ooh, I'm excited.
Yeah. The spaceship, it's the Andromeda. There's the writer's cockpit. There's the reader's module. There's the language lab. There's the music bay. You know, all those.
I love how you named them all like after different parts of it. Like, I love it. I love
it's a
it so
spaceship.
much.
I am so happy. Maybe if people suggest it, because I know that some of my patrons like the topic of lucid dreaming, maybe I will add a category for lucid dreaming talk.
Oh my god, doll! I had like 2 lucid dreams last night.
Woo!
It was so interesting. In one of them, there was a part where I was like, there's a part where I was walking Chewy. Like Tyler and I went outside. We were like, we should walk Chewy. So we went outside to walk him together. And then partway through our walk, we're like, where's Chewy? And then we were like, oh my god, did we get to bring him on the walk? Did we just go on a walk and forget to bring Chewy? And then like a minute later, Chewy was there. And I was like, wait, Chewy's here now. That doesn't make sense. And I was like, oh, I wonder if this is a dream. I bet I'm dreaming. So that was one. And then the other one was like, I had this other lucid dream last night where I was in my parents' basement. And everyone was talking about going to Halloween parties, even though it was like the same time of year as right now. I'm like, guys, it's not Halloween. And everyone's like, but everyone's having Halloween parties. You should go to one. So I was trying to schedule it with my friends. And I was like, this doesn't make sense. Am I dreaming? So I decided to figure it out by flying. I was like, if I can fly through my parents' basement, then that means that I'm dreaming.
And you did?
Yeah, I like left up and started flying around the basement. I was like, all right, we're dreaming. So yeah, I was like lucid dreaming hard last night. And this morning, I missed Lisa's live stream because I was lucid dreaming too hard. I forgot to message her and tell her that because I was going to be on it. I set an alarm to be on it, but I was just like hard in lucid dream land.
Oh my god, I'm so proud of you. I'm so, you see, Savvy Monroe makes perfect sense.
I'm so excited that there's a Savvy.
Yeah. Savvy Monroe. It's a name. It's in my book. It stays in my book no matter what people say. So
I am so happy. There's not a lot of characters named Savvy. Actually, I read one book with a character named Savvy, and that was the only reason I read it, and I was disappointed in the book. And I was like, I guess I shouldn't just read books with a character named Savvy, but it happens so infrequently.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I mean, I guess none of us on this stream right now have super common like American names. No. Got Savvy, Sako, Sage, and Doll. Yeah.
I have a boy's name and I like it that way.
Is Doll a boy's name?
Mostly.
Oh, I didn't know that. What nationality is Doll?
Could be Swedish, could be Irish or Scottish, could be Czech, could be Hungarian, but it's not an approved name in Hungary, but the word Doll in Hungarian means song. So basically, my name is Song. Very appropriate.
That's cool. That's cool.
If it's an Irish name, then it's mostly boy's name, and it means blind. So it could mean blind or song.
That fits you so well.
It does. That's why I chose it. It's the best.
We've all got like names that you won't find on keychains in Midwestern rest stops.
Definitely not. Yep. Definitely not.
Good night,
Savvy. I'm proud of you. I'm so happy that you're lucid dreaming.
I'm having so much fun with it.
Hopefully we can meet in the lucid dream at some point.
I hope we can, dude. I'm still holding out for it. And I hope we can make it happen.
But hopefully. We will see. We will work for it.
We'll make it happen, yeah.
But guys, I'm calling it night. Thank you so much, and take care.
Good night, doll.
Good night, doll.
I'm not doing any work for the rest of the night, I think. I'm glad. Okay, other people love lucid dreaming. Okay, I find this interesting. We've talked about this in the past, how I think like writers can lucid dream easier. I don't know if that's a universal thing because we're so used to like making up and imagining things that it would make sense your subconscious could too, but I don't know. I don't know if that's true.
Not everyone is capable.
So,
wait, Sage, you said you don't lucid dream?
Never have.
Interesting. Okay.
And I've tried because when I was 14, my boyfriend was like super into lucid dreaming, and especially like once I moved across the country, and he was like, well, you need to try this like lucid dreaming, astral projection stuff, and then we can meet. And I'm like, I don't know that that's a good idea, but I'll try the lucid dreaming thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never tried, like, people who say they can meet each other in dreams. Like, I've never been. I want to meet Doll in a dream. She says that it can happen. So I don't know.
I am convinced.
I'll give it a try.
I'm convinced that I was tortured by someone for 20 years, like via my dreams.
Oh no, that's horrible.
I'm convinced that it was someone who had cursed me.
That's scary, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like New Year's shock. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I've always been a very vivid dreamer. Like I've always
Me too.
had like I would talk to friends and like other people who I would ask them about their dreams and they'd be like, "Oh, I've never remembered any of my dreams." Like, what? What? Like dreams were like this huge thing for me. Like I could do all kinds of like interesting stuff in dreams all the time.
I live a second life.
Yeah.
In my dreams.
And then some people are like, "Oh, I never ever remembered any of my dreams." They're like, "If I ever even had a dream, I don't remember it." I'm like, "That's wild." Or like people who almost like every once in a while remember it. Like, I don't get that at all.
So I have a question for you two.
Yeah.
Do you dream in color?
Yes.
Yes.
See,
can you
I don't.
Can you read?
Well, you dream in like black and white film kind of thing, or like. Okay, I didn't know if it was like a colorblind, like where red and green are the same color kind of thing.
It's not black and white like the old films, but it's super desaturated.
Oh, interesting.
Like, it's essentially grayscale, which is
so you
weird.
Always know that you're dreaming.
Pretty much.
So wouldn't that make lucid dreaming easier for you? Because if you are aware that you're dreaming, then that's kind of the first step.
I'm aware, but I can't make any changes. I can't do anything.
Okay, I think that's still. I would say that's
problem too.
I'd say that's still on the lucid dreaming spectrum, though, because I think for the majority of times, like people dream and not only are unaware that they're dreaming, they're unaware that they would even think about being aware that they're dreaming, right? Like, so it's just like kind of a fleeting thing. Whereas, like, if when you're dreaming, you're aware that it's a dream. I would say that that's still on the lucid dreaming scale somewhere.
Okay.
At least I think it is. I'm not an expert, but I mean, I think that's kind of how it starts, is you realize you're dreaming, and then whether you can make changes or not, I guess that's just like the next thing.
I think it's because I spent a lot of my life as a teen and a young adult dissociating, and basically I was like in a dissociative state for like 5 years straight.
Oh wow. What's a dissociative state like?
It's kind of like dreaming while you're awake.
Whoa,
yeah,
okay.
It's so the way that I described it to my doctor, who totally didn't get it, it was like I was watching a movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like I could see everything that was happening to me, and I could do nothing to control it.
Oh, that's scary.
You take a back seat.
So like down to conversations, and like I could see myself going off the deep end, like when I got into arguments with my family, and I was saying shit, and I was like, I could tell, I could see myself, I could hear myself, I couldn't stop myself.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was a complete disconnect between me and the person in my body.
Yep.
That's really scary. I don't like that at all.
So that's one of the reasons why I really started getting into the whole meditation thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because before I kind of abused my dissociation a little bit. It was my escape. And nowadays I kind of like, buffed it up and put on new drapes and stuff like that. And I'm trying to make it a different space, you know, that I can actually like get work done in.
And actually, talking about it now, I've just made a connection that I did not pick up on before. I think that's why I am so obsessed with Yu-Gi-Oh! Because of that whole there's two people inside me kind of thing.
Oh, that's interesting.
But where obviously Yugi and Yami can switch off, I can't. Like, it's either me or it's not me. And if it's not me, it's not me for a long time.
I have what I now call a tulpa. Doctors called it an alter. So I was diagnosed with dissociative identity disorder, with schizophrenia and PTSD, et cetera, et cetera. And so and she used to knock me out of control. So like I would be in the back seat and I'd be watching her do stuff and have conversations with people. And sometimes I'd be unconscious and I would have conversations that I didn't remember. I would wake up in places 2 weeks later, not knowing where I was.
Oh God, that's so scary.
Yeah.
See, that's also the thing is like I do not have DID. I just want to put that out there. DID is a separate, very serious.
Yeah, I've heard about that. That's like a mental illness, right?
Yeah. That's what most people would know as multiple personality disorder.
That's what it used to be called. And apparently they're going to call it something else.
Isn't it dissociative identity disorder?
Yeah.
Dissociative identity disorder, yeah.
So I don't have that. I was diagnosed with bipolar disorder, avoidant personality disorder, and several other things. I don't necessarily agree with all of those, but with the additional symptom of dissociative episodes, which is something that can be linked to epilepsy, and I did have epilepsy growing up.
I hear that's related, yeah.
It's basically I'm not neurotypical is what I go with, because I don't agree with the diagnoses that I received. And things have happened in 2020 that make me less inclined to believe the diagnoses that I was given early in my treatment. And I went through a period in like mid 2020 where I was dissociating a lot. And Sako knows because she helped me through a lot of it. But I have not had a dissociative episode in probably 3 or 4 months now.
Which is excellent.
That's good. I'm glad it's not happening anymore.
And I can pretty much pinpoint when and why it stopped. So that's a useful thing.
That's huge, because I can pinpoint when mine stopped too. Like, I had to take like actual action for mine to stop.
Yeah.
I just noticed, like, Pink as a Fling Mango was talking about hypnagogia. If someone not nice shows up in my lucid dream, I get shadow people in my room. That is hypnagogia. That is that place between wake and sleep. Is a hypnagogic state. One, you can tap into that for inspiration, into your subconscious to like dream up like book ideas or
that's
ideas, whatever. Einstein did it. Hemingway did it. Franklin did it. Like, it's a thing.
How do you do that? Is it like just a thing you have to practice?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can start with like a 20-minute timer. You lie down to take a nap. Mm-hmm. Depending on how long it takes for you to fall asleep, it takes me about 20 minutes. And then the timer goes off. When you're in that like groggy, like what the fuck mode, start writing shit down.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'll try that.
And so 20 minutes is good for me. You might, if you fall asleep faster, you could make it shorter.
Okay. I see a lot of people in the chat are talking about sleep paralysis and how lucid dreaming is linked with sleep paralysis.
It is. So are out-of-body experiences,
work?
so are near-death experiences.
So what
They're
exactly
all
is sleep
related.
paralysis and how does lucid dreaming link to it?
Lucid, okay, so that hypnagogic state is the state in which you enter lucid dreaming. Mm-hmm. It is also the state where you experience sleep paralysis. It is also the same state of mind that you are in when you are dying.
Oh, that's scary.
It's also the same state of mind that you are in when you are orgasming.
People in when they're dying. Is it a state of like, okay, wait, no, sorry, I'm gonna have an existential crisis. This is gonna be bad. But is it like a state of like death is coming and I cannot stop it?
No.
Oh, okay, good, because
not at all.
Okay, good.
No, it's like it kind of gives you new meaning. It gives you like a new direction in life. It kind of gives you like a.
Okay, wait, whoa, I relate to this comment because I didn't think I had sleep paralysis, but I do know what you're talking about here, where you're like
where you
trying
can't
to scream,
run,
but you can't
scream, you can't move.
So in sleep paralysis, then, are you like, is your mind in a dream state, or are you completely aware that you are like lying in bed?
Both of those things.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So you know you're sleeping and you also could be seeing different things in your mind with the dreams?
You think you're awake.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you're awake. You're not asleep.
You're awake, but you're still dreaming.
Like your body's asleep.
Your body is asleep.
Yeah. Okay.
And you have no control over what is happening around you, what is happening with your body, all of that stuff.
Kind of like if you are under anesthetic and the anesthetic wears off too soon.
I've never had that happen, but sounds horrifying. Like just the thought that can happen just makes me anxious. Yeah. Also,
fiction.
First of all, Vixens of Fiction is a fantastic username. I love that.
Yeah.
And second, I'm very jealous. I'm a very light sleeper, but I can also control my dreams and semi-wake up because I sleep like a rock, dude. Like you cannot. That
semi-wake up is what I'm talking about. That hypnagogic state. So, like being able to write when you're in that state and to make sense of what you're writing is like that is a skill I'm working very hard to fine tune.
Because like I sleep like a rock, and like Tyler will come over into the bed and push me to the other side, or like he'll just completely move me, and I am unaware of it. And he'll tell me that I like get upset at him about it, but I'm like, no, dude, I was completely like I have no recollection of any of this. Okay, I don't know if this is sleep paralysis, but this is what I have experienced, which is like I often fall asleep with videos, like YouTube videos playing on just like a long playlist, and then I will sometimes have dreams where I know that, like in my dream, I know that I'm trying to wake up from sleep, but I can't get whatever sound to stop going. And no matter what I do, the sound won't go away. And it's that there's a video playing in my ear, but I think I'm awake and not aware that I'm still asleep. And I'm like walking around, in my mind, I'm walking around the house trying to get the sound to stop. And it's so like it's extra stressful because I'm like, why can I not stop this sound?
So that means that you have gone out of hypnagogia into a full REM cycle, into deep sleep, but because it was playing while you were falling asleep, it actually influences your dreams. I used to sleep with my eyes open,
Oh wow, that's wild.
So the posters on my walls, the patterns on my sheets, the like stuff in my room was showing up in my dreams because I could see them. Meow.
Sorry, my internet froze again. Just keep talking.
It's cool. Anyone have visual and auditory hallucinations? Absolutely. In hypnagogia. I could have sworn there was a person in my room. Yep. Hypnagogic hallucinations. That's also the whole thing about like incubus and succubus things and demons sitting on you to prevent you from moving, and
It's all sleep paralysis.
shadow people sitting in the doorway of the room, stuff like that. It's all very. I've had that happen in dreams before, but not when I'm awake. The can't scream thing sucks. You're awake.
All right, I'm back. I'm glad. Okay, have you guys ever experienced like exploding head syndrome, where it's like you're falling asleep and you vividly hear a loud noise, like a loud crash or like someone screaming or like a loud bang, like you heard it, like you didn't dream it because you're halfway to sleep, but you definitely heard it, but it's really just like your brain. It's like an auditory hallucination, I think, but it's called exploding head syndrome when it's like a loud sudden noise like that. I've had that a few times.
That's really interesting. No,
yeah, because I didn't know what this was, and it sounded like such a silly thing, like it's exploding head syndrome. Oh God, what is it? And then Tyler described it to me, and I was like, wait, I've actually had that before, like for real. That's weird. Okay, wait, Zara has experienced exploding head syndrome. Okay, it's not just me. It's weird.
So she's had an NBE. Okay, so I have it all the time, and it's funny you say that because I was stillborn and revived. So you've had a near-death experience, which is like the same frame of mind that you have when you have sleep paralysis or when you're lucid dreaming, or it's the same like piece of your brain that is activated. Super jump. Wicked recently thought my sister was walking around my room super loudly. Luckily, I was just frustrated rather than scared. Yeah. That's really annoying. Mm-hmm. So my brain just goes into that state easier because of stillborn trauma. Yep. The hag. I've never heard of that. That's interesting.
Oh, wow. All right, this is all getting too scary for me, and I'm going to have nightmares, but that's okay.
No, you'll have lucid dreams.
I will. I hope I have more lucid dreams tonight. I like my lucid dreams where I go to recurring dream locations. Like I have a couple malls that I always
have
go
a couple of places that I constantly go to.
They're always a mall with an American Girl store. In all of my lucid dreams, those always show up. And then sometimes the mall will be a little bit different, but it always has the same basic interior. It looks like a standard like Chicago shopping center, and it'll have like escalators everywhere. And sometimes there will be a skate park, and sometimes there will be like a pizza place. But there's always an American Girl store. Except one time in one dream, it was under renovation, and I was very sad about that.
Move. All right, good night, Katie.
I'll probably wrap up the stream soon because Bonnie, it says what a great stream. Thank you, Bonnie. So I'll probably wrap up the stream soon because we've been going for a little while and we're not going to sprint anymore. And
we're just talking about lucid dreams.
Talking about lucid dreams. It's a good time.
There's I don't think of like bad dreams as intrinsically bad.
Yeah.
Anymore. They just are. They're just like they're neutral. They just are there.
Yeah, they just are. It just is what it is.
It just is what it is. which is tragic in a way, because I used to have nightmares like all the time, and now nightmares don't scare me. So recently I did find myself afraid to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
That was weird. Good night, Katie. Drinking and listening. Yay, Bonnie.
Yay!
Bad dreams are intense, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a little while before I drink again.
I am drinking right now.
I should not have gone for the third whiskey.
Oh.
I think I was a little more tipsy than I thought I was.
Oh.
Busy checking my YouTube analytics.
I didn't know what good dreams were until I was on Valium.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting.
I've never had such beautiful dreams with comfortable sleep and all of those things. And I was like, I could see how this would be abused by Victorian people. I can totally see why Victorian people would do this. Marijuana can relax you.
I have no experience.
I don't think it impacts your dreamscape as much as one would think. Same with alcohol.
Yeah, I think it influences your ability to get there, but not necessarily the actual occurrences once you're there.
Apparently, Lunesta makes me talk in my sleep. Like at full volume, like in my husband's ear while he's trying to sleep.
Yeah, I had that with one of the medications I was on as well.
Yeah, but I sleep great. And apparently whatever I'm doing is awesome because I'm laughing all the time. But I'm laughing at full fucking volume at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I used to sleep like a maximum of 2 hours a night because of sleep paralysis and insomnia and just all kinds of crap. And then I met Mr. Sage, and now I sleep fine. So I don't know what that's.
I also learned how to sleep through a significant other. I totally understand that. Yeah. You kind of like see what they do, and for some reason it kind of catches on.
Yeah.
Which is cool. I like that effect.
All right, guys, I'm getting kind of tired, so I think we got to wrap this stream up. Everybody in the chat, thank you so much for being here and writing with us tonight. I will be going live again tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. Central, and new video premiere Friday at 11 a.m. Central. Make sure you subscribe to Sako Toomey and subscribe to Sage's channel called Moon Bunny Creative. I will see y'all then. In the meantime, don't forget to support small businesses. Have a great rest of your night. Bye, everyone.
Good night, everybody.